Elsa can vouch for us.
And once
He
again,
knows
Reed
what
goes,
I'm talking about.
so what are we chasing after?
The guy, the hooded figure.
The one that was in the inn?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Keep in mind, Reed did not see. Reed heard the pop, saw him vanish. He did not see what you guys were chasing after this entire time.
Well, nobody saw him
Okay.
vanish. No,
Yeah.
you just heard the pop and
Heard
he
the
wasn't
pop,
there.
right?
Yeah, we all heard the pop.
Pop.
Yeah, and I just
You don't even know that was the person. It could have been just like the cork
Yeah,
off
Reed
a
just kind of
champagne
scratched at the
bottle.
back of his head. Why are we chasing this guy?
I don't know. Maybe it did.
That seemed to be the suggestion. That seemed to be where the story was going. That's why.
The plot was
That is
heading
a
in that
really
direction.
good
We chased
question.
after
wait,
it.
wait. Cause
Okay.
I just tracked
As-
some weird footsteps around that barrel other than ours. Because I thought that was weird.
As Reed
That's
asks the
very-
question and Kai just sort of points to the ground and says, well, there were tracks. You guys hear echoing throughout the city a large explosion. It shakes the very ground. It's and
You
you
need to
see a
calm
bright light
I'm gonna guess it was from the really big rock.
emanating from right here.
Oh, okay.
Hey, the effect
God.
again.
Well, I was wrong.
Where here is right here.
It was right here.
Oh damn!
We got effects and everything.
You want it one more time? Here you go.
Yes.
I've missed this so much.
Okay,
So there you go.
so I'm gonna reasonably expect, given that where we were heading, we could totally have seen that crap.
Yeah, you guys saw masonry and smoke and fire fill the air, and then you heard dull thuds of rocks and pieces of wall hit the ground around the streets. You hear screaming, bells start going off. Adric and Dritan, you guys are in the building, in the inn, and the inn actually shakes. All the buildings around are shaking, and you see the guardsmen instantly gather up themselves and rush out the building.
Damn, Adric, you let one loose again?
At least you guys got alibis.
And in the finest traditions of white guys and horror movies, Reed's gonna go towards the explosion.
Yep.
You think we should go find our buddies? Maybe see what that was about.
All right.
We are
so,
expected to do stuff around these
There's like a
parts.
second and a half for anybody who wants to hop on the horse, otherwise y'all walking.
so first off, I'm dropping suggestion.
Yeah,
now.
I'll go with you, so I'll jump up with you.
I'm gonna drop suggestion, so now you can think for yourself and you can actually say that.
Well, wait, was that the only thing I was allowed to say? Just that part was me.
That's how suggestion works.
The only thing you can do is that one thing he says.
Yes,
Oh.
as long as it's reasonable. If you can go off and eat if you're feeling hungry, but the only thing you can reasonably do is go to tell people that your fart caused a scream that shook and destroyed the inn.
So
Anyway.
it wasn't even the fart that destroyed the end. It was the fart caused a scream that did. It's a person that's responsible is that woman over there.
Okay, so Reed has Zixo on his space horse, and are you guys galloping away? Are you keeping pace so that Elisar and Kai can keep up? What's going on?
Reed does that thing where he just takes off at full blast because people screamed he needs to be there.
Okay,
So we'll give him. He's on a war horse. War horses can carry a lot. So
illustrate your route for me. Which way are you going?
well, the first thing that happens is Space Horse, and Reed did that whole "let's go" thing. So naturally, first thing is it rears up, gets ready to take off. So there's
Okay.
that second and a half for Zixo to jump on, anybody else to try.
Okay,
And then-
both of you make an animal handling check.
Oh, absolutely.
Wait, can it do that?
Well, it's not saddled.
That is also true. Yes!
Wow! Wow! Actually, I'm gonna do this.
Wow.
Hey, Nye, guess what? Guess what I just got? I'm gonna give you.
That's amazing.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
So
So, are you there, Dratan? His mic might have cut out. I think he was going to give you inspiration.
that's what I was
I think
hearing.
he was laughing so hard he blew his mic.
We'll wait a second.
Keep
see
in
if
mind, we
get
don't even know if
confirmation.
Zixo survived it, so
I was actually, if nothing changed, I was gonna have Zixo make a strength save to see if he could hold on
Yeah.
and keep you on.
wait, here's Sap.
Oh boy.
Okay, so go ahead, you re-roll your animal handling.
Okay, let's try this
if,
again. And give me Snake Eyes. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
All right, so you both managed to stay on. Reed is barely able to grab onto Space Horse's mane, and Zixo sort of hangs on to Reed's belt buckle to keep hold, and you guys go dashing off. So go ahead, draw your route for
let's
me.
see.
Which way you're gonna
Let's
go, and then
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
It
Get a
is.
bit of lick.
Tastes like raisins.
Let's see. So Reed reasonably would have been able to see it's that kind of north wall or get an idea that's where it is.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is gonna work so well because I just realized what part of city that's in. This is gonna be the most amazing thing ever. So Reed's going to start cutting across like that and start heading up that main thoroughfare.
okay. Dratan and Adric, where are you guys going?
So we're still having this conversation. I dropped the thing. We didn't get time to talk yet.
Right. You think we should check that out?
Probably.
If I was to bet my last copper, might have something to do with our band of merry men.
Zixo caused it. Gigantic full dice fireball.
He was feeling inadequate because I was throwing so many fireballs, so he...
Yeah, that's why.
Man, I'm upset. This rock wall looks like it can take a thing. Whoosh!
Yes,
We should
Adric.
go out there. Right.
Don't mind the stares from the people in here. Nothing happens. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay my tab. I'm just gonna put a gold piece down and get out of there.
We're off, bartender. We'll be back before morning, I think.
It already is morning, maybe. I don't know
No,
what time it is.
It's evening. It's like
Okay, so
It's either
Saf,
It's like 9 or 10.
your next song, because you're heading that direction, needs "We're off to see the douchebag, the wonderful douchebag all-star."
okay. Kai and Elisar, you guys just sort of running along, trying to keep up with the horse.
Yeah.
because the idiot
Okay.
thinks he does.
All right,
Yep.
Reed, make another leg of your
actually-
journey. Oh,
I was gonna turn into a
Yeah.
mastiff and maybe try and pick up a trail.
That's not what I wanted.
trail of the guy who you haven't found.
Yeah.
Okay. How many shape changes do you have left?
I think that's my last one for now.
Okay.
Because I remember using it to be a spider.
You were the spider. Did you use
My
it during
magic
the?
shop.
Didn't you change it into a big spider when you were chasing the dude, or when you were fighting at the roadside inn?
Oh,
That is
fuck.
That is true. You did make that gigantic leap to catch up to him and do the paralyze.
By the way, completely worth.
True, yeah, so I got no wild shape left. Yeah, I'm gonna just take off and chase.
I'm gonna tell you, completely worth using that spell slot for that. It was completely worth it.
Absolutely.
So you're just going to chase after Reed?
Yeah, chase after Reed. I
Okay.
got 45 movement, so
Right.
the
So you're
horse
dash.
is 60, so I
Yep.
should be able to keep up a little bit.
Well, you'll be 30 feet behind it every turn. So, okay, Kai, you gonna also do the same? Sprint after him?
Yeah, sure.
Me?
Okay.
And assuming Seth is following me, I want to go up just Main Street over there, that
Yeah.
direction.
You
I'm
guys,
following you. Team
as
Baby
you can-
Legs, just
Team Baby
follow
Legs.
along.
as you exit the inn, you see the guards at a trot moving up the street in formation. Are you guys following, just walking, or are you at a brisk pace? Are you running, or what's going on?
I'm going at your pace, Dratan. Oh, Dratan? I'm going at my pace, apparently. Going at your pace, Adrian.
Naturally.
All right, yeah, we're gonna be trotting along at a We're gonna be trotting along at 50 feet of movement because we're dashing.
Okay.
We're still slower than these guys.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Team baby legs, bro.
Yep.
I mean, I would argue they maybe have the longer route, but I mean,
Yeah, no, they do. I'm formulating. Okay.
yep. That's not a good
You
sign.
guys, you read. I assume you're just going to follow that bend and try and approach from this
Yep,
direction.
Pretty much.
Okay, you turn this corner right here, and in this area, we'll just go ahead and bring everybody because you guys are all heading towards the same way.
Oh, good.
You turn the corner, and you see a collection of hooded and dark figures in the middle of the road,
I recognize
running
one of those douchebags.
away from what in the background is smoking, burning rubble of the wall, and they are all, as you approach, they all stop. But you were able to notice that they were headed. Oh crap! Come on, let's do this. They were headed this way.
And I'm assuming we're coming out of the right.
Yes, let me get your figures. Sorry about that. So we've got Reed and we've got Zixo. Did that not work? That did not work. Zixo. And they see you, and like you said, you recognize one of the figures. He has a tattered robe at this point, and from this distance, it's pretty dark. You can't really see too much, but you do notice him limping slightly.
Is that pink?
That's yellow.
Yellow. Okay.
Pink, Zixo. Well, no, Reed actually. Pink is. You notice him to be the same figure that was in the inn.
Didn't want that.
And roll initiative.
Hey.
Because
Bring us to the nicest places.
Mr. Yellow Guy in the back, the one that you know to be Iridin Mycenta, sees you and raises his hand and shouts, and all of his cohort turn towards you. So let's see here. How would it be fair? I'm going to do 1, 2, 3.
Looks like we've got Reed and Zixor first on the scene.
Yes, can you guys see it? You other guys?
Yes.
Everybody can see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, yep.
So I'm going to do
Damn.
Nice.
Are we gonna see Zixo get angry?
Zixo has very little way of spells. Zixo was almost useless.
initiative.
Oh, you are far from useless. And don't you let anyone tell you
This
otherwise.
initiative. And then this initiative.
Hey, I know what one of those things do. I recognize that one.
I recognize the phrase illusionists. Skyrim kind of tainted that and made me think they're a pushover, but I also play an illusionist wizard for one of my other games.
Yeah, but I know what a bandit
a-
captain can do.
Oh,
All right, Zixo, what is
frightening.
your dexterity bonus?
It's like
Plus
2.
Okay, so they will go first. Purple 1 and purple 2. This fellow and this fellow. If I can ping him, there you go. Immediately take out these small round shapes that seem almost pumpkin-like, that have little wicks at the top. And in their other hand, they have a tool that instantly lights. Number 1 is going to... Let's see here. Let's get the measurements. Holy crap.
Yeah, I was going to say. I was looking at that.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Naturally movement.
Okay, he's going to move forward, and as he moves forward, he lights this thing, and you see it sort of spark to life, and it starts burning at the top of this wick, and he chucks it at you, Reed. Let's see here. So that's going to be at disadvantage.
He's playing Donkey Kong.
So
Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do.
12.
That's amazing. No, miss.
Okay. Let's see here.
That would be hilarious and kind of scary.
Incredibly so.
That would be, yeah.
They disintegrate. I'd stay away, guys.
Hold on one second. Did I do this right? So let me. Sorry. Quick
Did I
break.
do this right? Quick break. All
Yeah,
right.
no, I don't know if I did do it right.
I'm gonna take advantage of this break and go use the bathroom.
Okay.
Why couldn't he have attacked Zixo with it? Because I had such an amazing response for that.
Because Zixo's out of range for him.
Good point.
Whew.
Congratulations, Zixo. Sitting 6 inches behind me, wrapping your arm around my waist is too far away for these things.
Well,
You make
it makes sense. I'm a tiny little gnome, and you're a big dude. How
That's
about
true.
a big horse?
You make a pretty good meat shield, bro.
Yep. Not an amazing one because, spell slots, but yep. If I had spell slots, I would be doing the exact same maneuver this game, but nope.
So I apologize. It's not an attack roll.
Oh, okay, I kind of figured.
You guys need to make. You guys both need to make dexterity saving throws. Both of you. Since it's attacking Reed Square.
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Okay.
Fantastic.
You see this glinting round pumpkin shaped thing with this lit fuse soar into the air, and it lands right in front of your space horse, and it detonates, and this huge explosion like this goes out. And you guys each take.
Love it so much.
Where's my dice? You guys each take 10 damage.
Ouch.
And your horse does as well.
You're going to make me keep track of that. 1 second.
And number 2.
Warhorse has what? 19 health.
19. Yep, 7 9.
Woo!
Enough. That's enough. Okay. And number 2 is going to attack. So you make another dexterity saving throw.
Is this one aimed at me or Zixo?
You.
God damn it.
There you go. Nice.
Hold on.
Oh. Oh my.
That's 2 tonight.
Okay.
Agreed.
So Reed, you take 19 points of damage. And Zixo, you take, what is that? 9? 8. 9. 9 damage, right? Half rounded down.
I want to argue the horse gets 1 too. Because
The
we're
horse
on
gets
the
what?
horse. A dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, hold
make
on.
both of them.
Because this actually may be important in just a second. There's number
True.
1,
Okay.
Okay, so it only took 5 earlier then?
Mm-hmm.
and that's number 2.
And he
And that's
takes
a-
19 as well.
Okay.
So
Well,
he's taking
horse goes
24
away.
total. Okay.
Space Horse is gone.
And so is Reed.
Reed's down.
Yep.
Okay. So the explosion dissipates, and you see the unconscious form of Reed, and Zixo is just there. And now it is Zixo's turn.
Well, shit.
What happened? What's
Reed is down, Space Horse is down, and Zixo's on his
Yeah.
own.
Reed and Zixo and the horse took 2 bombs to the face.
Oh
Yep.
fuck!
Well, now. That's...
Okay, Reed.
Uh-huh.
You know, I've only had 1 healing potion, and guess who's going to get it right now?
I'm not 100% sure that's the best choice, but then again, I'm also unconscious, so I can't argue with you.
Yeah, really hard to argue.
So I'm going to trickle that down your tongue there for 9 points of healing. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to whisper that I only have to be faster than you.
Oh my god! In the face of
Inspiration.
death. In the face of death. And
Okay,
this is
so
just
apparently
perfect.
Reed has 9 hit points, okay, and 2 sets of rounds before his turn. So,
Yeah, nothing else I can do for you, bud. Sorry. That was my action.
Okay.
And you're too big for me to carry.
That is also
Right?
true.
By a lot.
All right. So are you going to take off down the other way?
Yeah, I'm booking. So
Okay.
he. Good luck, Reed. Sorry.
All right. These nice hooded ninja guys notice that the 2 explosions seem to have taken out at least one of you, and they are just going to head off down this way. And they're going to keep going. They're going to disappear. And then it is this guy's turn. He also notices that you're down and out for the count, and he's going to run off down this way, and he's going to disappear. So, Reed, it is your turn.
So
I say disappear. They're going to turn that corner,
Yeah,
and you lose sight of them.
So, better form of valor. Pissed off at pumpkin bombs. So this is what's going to happen, because Reed has 2 spell slots left. And he is annoyed. So, as Reed turns to run the hell away, because he's a paladin, not stupid, he is going to pull a javelin out and throw it at this asshole as he turns to run.
Nice.
Because
What's the distance on a jav? 120?
it's 120, so this will be a disadvantage.
Was
but-
it 120, 300, or is it 60, 120?
Oh, let me check. I think
30,
it's
120.
I think it's 30, 120.
Okay, so disadvantage.
Yeah. So this is that same shot I threw on the bridge, but actually with a better terrain modifier, believe it or not.
All right.
So thrown javelin.
Hey.
Hey,
That is a nice throw.
that's a fantastic
And
throw.
I'm just doing this as he's running because
Well,
I'm
roll
not
your
gonna,
damage.
I'm not going to
roll
even
your damage.
Yeah, I don't want to hear if it
this is-
hits yet. I'm doing this no matter what.
Okay.
This is gonna hurt.
Okay.
So
All right. So Reed sort of takes this 1-2 hop, and he just chucks his javelin as hard as he could, and instantly pivots and books off down the other way.
and
in
before
the
it
background,
hits, because I don't want this to matter if it hits or not, he is totally divine smiting that.
can you define spider ranged?
Let me read.
I don't think so.
Melee attack.
No melee weapon attack. Damn. Okay, then is there anything else I can add to that? Hold on. Can I add that? Hold on. Can I add that? Please tell me I can add that, because I really am pissed off at this guy. Especially because I had to capture his ass once. Yes! Okay, I'm ensnaring striking it instead.
Okay. What does that do?
The next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before this spell ends, it's a bonus action. Writhing mass of thorny vines pierce at the point of impact, and the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends. Larger creature gets advantage. While restrained, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature restrained by the vines or one that can touch a creature can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success,
Okay.
the target is freed.
What is the DC?
12.
Okay. All right. So, strength, you said?
Strength, yes.
Okay. Like I said, you chuck the javelin. It sails through the air, and you feel your power of the ancients imbue the weapon, and you instantly take off running the other way. The javelin strikes him directly in between the breastplate and his armored upper arm, right in sort of the cavity there in the shoulder, and you hear him cry out in pain, and then suddenly these green noxious weeds burst forth from the wound and start enveloping him, attaching to the ground, reaching in, sort of just looping around everything. And it is his turn next, and you take off
explosive
running,
runes
so
this
you're
morning. Yeah, I'm taking off
so
30
you're
feet
going.
in that direction.
Quick question. How
yeah, go ahead.
how long a range do you have on ensnaring strike?
It doesn't matter because it has no range. There's no range on that whatsoever.
It's a
Okay.
weapon attack. Yeah.
It's a weapon
Okay.
attack.
It is consistent. It's just consistent then.
Yep.
He rips the javelin out of his wound and shrugs off the weeds. He made a saving throw.
So he still takes 1d6 though. That's at the start of its turn.
Go ahead, make the roll.
I don't know if that is going to matter that much in this case, but...
Let's find out.
Yay! That is my third one tonight.
That is a.
You are the best.
Around.
As you guys are booking off the other way, shouts and calls come from behind this group of hooded figures. These rebels, whatever you want to call them, and you can tell they're from peeking behind you. They're getting a little agitated, and he shrugs off and he stands there, in the street for a minute. You can tell he wants to come after you. He's
really
just as pissed off at you as you are pissed off at him, and he lets out just this bellow, telling you he's going to come get you eventually. And they all, as a group, head into this alleyway, and they disappear from sight. Just as you and Zixo, you're about 30 feet behind Zixo, 40 feet behind Zixo, as Elisar and Kai come around the corner.
We're both equal because I took my action, so I can only
that's
go
right.
30,
Yeah.
25 feet.
That's right. So that ends that. We will break off the engagement.
Believe me, I don't want to, but... but pumpkin bombs...
You guys, a few, 30 seconds later, Drutan and Adric come up upon you guys. You guys are gathered in this corner right here. Everybody sort of just taking stock of the situation. So you guys have all just met. You guys can tell your story.
What the hell happened?
Heard explosions.
Oh god.
We're Space
I wanna
Force.
So
Suddenly berries.
So Reed Reed is also bent over, like panting, because keep in mind, he just got back on the brink of death. Bent over, palms on his thighs, panting, with one hand, gestures to the front of him, which is covered in soot and other explosive pieces, shrapnel, stuff like that, stuck in his chainmail, and then points behind him and says, how to put this, because this would be the... No, even now, Reed would not be cursing about this. So he says, how to put it? Old man, beating, bandit, escaped.
I get the old man part. I know what escape is.
Feel better. And I cast Cure Wounds on him.
But berries!
Yes.
20 berries!
20
Wait,
berries?
How did you...
That's a
Oh,
lot
you
of
cast
berries.
It takes a while to eat those. Like, what did we
Do I
figure
have
out?
combat?
It takes like 30 seconds per berry. We
Does it?
figured this out one time ago.
No, it's 1 round to eat a berry.
Okay, so 6 seconds a berry. So it's gonna be 2 minutes of me sitting there not able to talk to you.
But berries! Also, you can talk with your mouth full.
Okay.
Would you rather waste potions?
Yeah, I imagine them to be like blueberry size. It's not like you can shove them in your mouth.
I will take 20 points of healing because it means I get to chase those guys faster.
I'm still casting that spell.
I say, hold on, guys. We're gonna let them get away tonight.
Reed just
We
kind of
don't-
looks at you with his mouth open, full of goodberry, then turns around
purple smear all
right, and then turns around and looks at what I can only assume is a large plume of smoke leaving and still the sounds of screams.
Yeah, and we should stay here for a moment and let the authorities deal with the problem in their city. Obviously, we don't want to usurp somebody else's job. And we know that he's out to kill us now. You made sure of that. So he'll come find us. Why don't we go get some sleep, and he'll find us in the morning.
I'm sorry, who's he and he's gonna what?
Yes, we seem to have made his hit list. So get prepared for, assassins.
Another one?
It's him.
Hit.
There's another one.
Oh.
The guy we captured this morning? Well, he just broke out of jail, it seems, and we really pissed him off on his way out. So I'm sure we're going to see him again.
Oh.
Can we not kill things properly? What do we keep getting hit lists?
Oh, there was like
This is
20
number
of his
2.
friends. That's what we had to run.
Okay, that's more reasonable. Also, feel better. I'm still casting that Cure Wounds on him.
I mean, this is
Feel
only going to
better.
end one way, I'll be honest.
Death.
A +1. There you go. Get 7 HP back.
Okie dokie.
I don't understand the L-Spots thing. I really don't.
Okay, so Reed is no longer on the brink of death. He's still covered with shrapnel and smoke, but he looks better.
Excellent.
Did you
Yay!
eat all 20 berries yourself? I was gonna share some with Zixo.
Oh, save
You're
that,
very
then.
greedy.
Words,
No, I'll
use
be
them.
okay since I don't expect us to run into any more danger tonight. I should be okay.
So...
Yeah. I'm just too tired of the city. That's just
Hockey, how far reasonably could we expect those guys to have moved by this point?
They went around the corner. You don't know.
But I mean, has it been 1 minute, 5 minutes?
Yeah, it's been about 5 minutes. In fact, once you guys are done deliberating, I have another action piece that's going to happen. So
Okay.
Oh,
if
okay.
you guys are all gathered and spells are done, and you're now arguing over what to do next,
Reed wouldn't be arguing, but all you. I know exactly what he's doing next.
you hear the sound of approaching boots, lots of them.
Naturally.
And through the smoke and around the corner comes a troop of guardsmen. Now this is about platoon size. This is about 50 troops or so, and
no.
they are branching out. There's squads going off or whatever, but they see you guys standing in the middle of the street.
No. Oh
Um,
no.
Reed and Zixo are covered in soot and ash, and instantly you guys are surrounded by spear points. About 20 soldiers are surrounding you, and there's a couple mounted officers that approach through the ring, and the one in the lead demands to know what you're doing.
So Reed's going to immediately
when
say
you
something
say-
before
When you
Saf
say
or...
surround us. Is it all of us or just the guy covered in soot after a bombing?
You guys are all standing close enough together to seem as accomplices.
Shit.
So
Fuck.
Reed's going
Plus, it
to...
also heard me go, heal better.
There you go. So Reed's going to look at them, and he's going to point in the direction these guys just left, because 5 minutes, and said, crap, I know we had his name. What's our asshole's name?
Iridan Mycenta.
So Reed's going to repeat that thing that I'm going to have no luck pronouncing, and gesture north and says, we tried to stop him, but he had too many men. I just wounded him with a javelin. He's heading north. Or in that direction if Reed can't tell what direction north is.
The leader, seemingly a captain or whatnot, he's older, grizzled, has a white beard coming out from underneath his helmet. Regards you for a moment and looks over all of you, and then turns around and calls back to the back of his troop to another soldier whose name is Evordos. He's Evordos, to the front! And you see this young, sort of slight-looking elf come running up. His helmet doesn't quite fit on his head, but he comes running up and he gives a salute to you. Yes, Captain! And this captain asks him, he says, are these the men who you saw lurking around the wall? And Evordos looks over you guys, sees that there's 2 elves, a dwarf, a halfling, a gnome, and 1 human. And he says, no, sir, no, these aren't them. The others, they were all humans. They were wrapped up like thieves in the night. These aren't them, sir. And the captain regards you still for a moment, a bit distrusting.
Naturally.
And he says, he says to you, what are you doing out here on the streets?
Reed then gestures towards the plume of smoke, and he said, we had been following a disturbance out of the inn, whose name I'm going to remember eventually, and as we were out trying to figure out who'd caused the disturbance, we heard the explosion, saw smoke, and I was trying to get there to assist the wounded.
And now one of them pipes up and says, wasn't that his fart?
No, and in fact, one of the sergeants does say, Captain, sir, yes, we saw these 2, and he points to Edric and Edrithian. We saw the dwarf and the halfling in the inn down the street. They were in the inn when the explosion occurred. I do not believe it was them.
Howdy, stranger.
Hi.
He gives
How are
you
you?
guys a weird look and just shakes his head. The captain turns to you and says, "I apologize." And he stands his men down. The spear tips go back upright, and he barks out a couple orders, and you see squads break up and down the street, going on a search. And he sends a full complement down around the curve that Reed had indicated. And he turns towards you and he says, "What can you tell me about what the other force was? Who were they? What did they look like?"
So Reed turns to Zixo for a little bit of assistance, but should be able to pretty accurately describe the two jerks who pumpkin bombed him, because they would have been his primary focus, as well as Airden, because Reed had recognized him at the get-go.
Okay. He says, "Damn, seems like he had inside work. Seems like perhaps he's musing to himself here. You hear him under his breath, perhaps the local thieves guild." And he calls his associate, the other mounted soldier next to him, and they converse quietly in whispers. And then he turns back to you and goes, "I thank you, good sirs. My name is Captain Westermark. I am the captain of the guard here at Fort Falstead.
Oh, you poor soul.
Can I ask you where you're staying in our city?"
Since Reed's apparently the spokesperson, he gestures back to the, what was it, like the
Frowning councilman.
There we go. He gestures back towards the frowning councilman, says, "We had just checked in after reporting in to, High Lord Ribera earlier today."
Very good, very good. Oh, that's right. You must be the group that brought in Amysenta. Was that you?
Reed nods.
Oh, very good. Good spot of work you did there. Great. Well, I will leave you gentlemen to return to your inn. Please be careful. Stick to the well-lit streets. It is not safe right now.
And as he says that, Reed kind of gestures over to the, let's just call it the disturbance at the wall, and says, "Do you have wounded that need healing?"
He turns back to you and says, "We have wounded, yes. Our medics are attending to them. Do you offer help?"
I can sing them a song, and they will feel right away.
I'm a cleric. I can help.
And then Reed nods and
Ignore
says,
ignore legs over there.
"And I can bring healing as well."
I'm
Great.
out of berries.
Suddenly, the guy like covered in wigs and dirt. So like, "Hey guys, I'm out of berries, man. All my berries are gone."
He looks over you and he's grateful. He waves you. He waves one of his attendants over. Actually, he indicates Evordos. He says, "Evordos, bring these men back to the wall. We will continue our search. Direct them to Dr. Jepson, and we will get moving. Thank you, citizens, for your help." And he moves along. Evordos sort of gathers you in and starts walking off, looking back over his shoulder at you to make sure you're following. And he heads towards the wall, just the plume of smoke.
So, Eduardo, how is life?
It is good, Master Halfling. I appreciate your helping my fellow soldiers. It is a tragedy what happened.
Liven up the town a little bit.
Well, tragedy seems to follow wherever we go.
Oh, sir,
Watch your face. Please
this is
bring
momentous. This is the first time we've been attacked since the reunification war. There's nobody has dared assault the walls of Fort Falstead while the guard has been in town. This is unheard of. This is not exciting. This is a tragedy.
It depends on who you talk to.
Reed just kind of sends a withering glare over at Dratan, and then turns to their guide and says, "We had left Airden here mere hours before. Had they been able to interrogate him yet?"
I don't know. That's way above my.
Naturally.
Hurry along. We do have wounded. We're still searching the wall, trying to get some of the guardsmen out. If any of you others can help, that would be great. And you guys are approaching. You see that the wall seems to have been blown inwards. There's plenty of rubble and debris that blew inside towards the wall, and then the other parts of the wall fell downward over the breach. And there's several squads of guardsmen that are sooty and burned, and scrabbling through the rubble, trying to dig out some of the rocks. I'm using some of the horse and the oxen that are nearby to drag some of the bigger parts away. But Vordos leads you around the wall to the front gate, which is open, and leads you through into Fort Falstead to sort of a picketed corner that's got hastily thrown together tents and coverings and lean-tos, where you see several medics that are administering to some of the soldiers. There's probably about 20, 25 soldiers that are down in beds that you can assist.
Reed's gonna take a quick second to see if he can assess what soldiers are in the most mortal danger.
Sure.
How many people are hurt? 20 or so, you say?
20, 25 or so. We'll call it 23.
I'm gonna ask if they need
folks.
they need any help, like getting people out of the rubble or anything.
We
Okay.
don't
Because I
need
might be able to help with
dick,
that.
man.
Yeah, and Vordos directs you over to the wall to one of the sergeants there, and they start putting you to work clearing the rubble.
I was gonna like summon 2 brown bears to help.
Oh,
like,
sure.
clear away the rubble.
Okay.
Suddenly, brown bears, and everybody starts freaking the fuck out.
Well, naturally.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll make sure that they know that they're mine.
I mean, I'm
Okay,
picturing
with,
Baldur's Gate in my head, so him standing in that circle, just Waza, Shuza, Zaza, Zoom, and all of a sudden they come out.
With the help of your animal companions, you're able to start clearing some of the larger pieces and really advance the effort. You others who are helping the wounded, are you just administering using medicine checks, or are you going to actually use spell slots?
I will use spell slots.
And
Spell slots.
Reed's gonna be looking silly for those who are probably going to die without assistance, and he's gonna
Okay.
start by laying hands.
Okay. All right. You together, you 3 are able to do a lot of work. You're able to at least stabilize those who are very far close to death, and bring some of those others that are slightly wounded back up and able to operate, and they get sent out. And it gets to be, it's an hour or 2 of good hard work. Zixo and Kai, what are you guys doing in the meantime?
I'm gonna
I'm
find other
wild.
wounded.
Feel
gonna-
better.
I'm gonna find other wounded people and bring them to our guys.
Okay. So you're going to help. You're sort of going to be the intermediary, bringing them back to the medic's tent.
Yep.
You're only missing a finger. You can go. You have no legs. Come over here.
And what about you, Zixo?
You have no.
I'm just
legs.
gonna
Come over
stick on my friends and make sure that nothing happens to them. I've got nothing to offer.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So it's an hour or 2 of good hard work until finally the medics tell you that they've got the situation under control, and most of the big pieces of the rubble are cleared. There's still going to be another day or 2, but you, LSR and Kai, are now at this point exhausted to the point of not being able to really help conjure animals. Your animals disappeared about an hour ago, and you've been using your hands. So it's late at night. It's about midnight at this point.
Yeah. We've done what we can.
And you guys are given the okay to head back. You can come back for another shift if you'd like the next day, or whatever. But the guardsmen all are very appreciative of you. You've gotten to know a few of them and make contact with them. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed.
I have specifically been telling him my full name and what I do. Come see my show Friday nights at the Edrithian cast.
It's an amateur theater production with the with the assistance of the college graduates of the nearby Bardic College.
Yeah, it's a very interesting show. Pay no mind to their acting; it's very bad. I make sure everything else runs smooth.
It was supposed to be
Okay.
Romeo and Juliet, but our playwright didn't do it well, so for some reason it's 2 rival gang members. We're not quite sure how that happened. We call it the Western Side of the City story.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So what are you guys going to do? Head back?
Yeah,
We
if there's
don't
nothing
can.
more Reed can do,
Alright.
he will head back.
Okay. All right, you guys head back to the Frowning Councilman. The door jamb is still busted. The pieces of glass have been cleaned up, and the patrons inside are quiet, but still drinking, and there's voices going on. It's not hushed necessarily, but it's definitely subdued versus how it was before.
Are they less than pleased to see me back?
They hardly take notice. A few of them jump as you all enter the door, eyeing you warily, but then they relax and get back to their drink. And it seems to be that there's more than usual in the common room drinking. The serving girls are a bit haggard, not used to working this late, but it seems that people want to drown their thoughts and try and forget the events.
So just to verify, it's past midnight.
Mm-hmm.
There was recently an explosion nearby, lots of screams, and a banshee attacked the inn, and it's more crowded than usual.
Yes, well, it's there's more people in the common room than normal at this time of night.
City folk.
Yes.
Yep.
Not something Reed would say, because he would not be surprised, but city folk.
You don't want to be alone when she comes.
In fact, as you guys enter, Portia, the innkeeper, pokes her head nervously out of the kitchen and sees you and approaches us. "Oh, masters, I'm so glad you made it back safely after that explosion and all the happenings. Oh, I was so worried." She says, "Oh, I while you were gone, there's these 2 notes that were delivered. One for Master Edric and one for Master Edrithian."
Aye.
Oh.
All right, I'm down for some mail.
Yeah, we both like look at each other and look up and like, okay.
Oh, all right, yeah.
And she says, "Your rooms are prepared, and if you would like, there's quite a few of the guests who have decided to take drink to their room, and I have allowed that under these special circumstances. And though there are still folk down here who, though the band has gone home, they still wish to drink. So you may make yourselves at home. Let me know if you need anything."
Aye, I'll take a mug of something frosty.
Hockey, out of character. Would I incur like exhaustion penalties if I decide, hey, let's try and perform and liven this place up a little bit, considering the events?
You can make a Constitution save. I mean, how long are you going to perform?
Probably
Probably
like a couple songs, 30 minutes.
That'd be fine. You could do that.
Miss, I think the spirits in here are a little bit too down. I would like to perform for the rest of the people here. Help to get spirits back up after the recent events.
Oh, Master Sandfoot, that would be great. Oh, I would love that. Here, I'll have one of the girls clear the stage from. What do you need? Just a stool, or is there anything you need?
A stool. Yeah, just a stool. Stool will be fine.
Okay, great. I'll have little Jenny go get it.
Speaking of spirits, I'll take a double of something strong as well.
She's of course, and she gets you all situated and sends girls to the stage and another girl into the kitchen to get some food for you all. And that is probably where I'm going to end it tonight.
Okay.
All right. Should I just make a quick performance check?
Oh yeah, go for it.
All right.
Yeah,
Performance.
we'll work out some tips that the willing guests are willing to throw at you. There you are.
Oh, that even Zix pops up with a silver piece.
Fantastic.
Nice. Okay, roll a d20.
All right. I would like to also see that letter. If that's not written yet, then oh well. 11.
All right, you get 110 silver pieces out of it.
Nice.
Yo! Well on my way to getting that breastplate.
And you all are level 6.
Nice.
What?
Doesn't really matter for me, but woo!
Let's go.
Let's see what that brings us to us.
Oh, I get
Alright.
Aura of Protection. Oh, that sounds sexy.
I am now level 5 in my bard.
Let's see. What the hell does that do?
And I think that Zixo's cantrips now add intelligence to his damage.
Why?
Ooh, nice.
Why couldn't I have had this like literally that combat?
Another 11 health for Adric. We're up to 57.
Nice. Well, the good news is,
Oh.
if we have any more saving throws, everybody gets at least +1 to it.
I get that now. So yay.
So we both get that?
No.
Oh,
I'm
you
getting,
you benefit.
I'm getting
from that.
proficiency now. I get proficiency now because level 5.
Well, all of
is
us
hard.
do.
Also, a very important thing. I now regain bardic inspiration stuff on a short rest as well.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Yep. That is a very important bit of being a bard.
Paladin level 6. Anything else happen at level 6? I think that's about it.
Your proficiency bonus should have been last
No,
level.
you're right. You're right. I was looking at
Okay.
that. I misread something.
Ooh. I get 2 channel divinities, so I get 2 nukes per long rest.
Man, I
All
wish
right.
I
Plus your
got that.
fireballs.
Plus my fireballs, yeah. Okay.
Good lord, man, you're packing heat.
Oh my god, that fun.
I didn't realize that was a pun.
Feature.
Okay,
Right.
so remind me how hit die works. Been a while.
Ooh,
Well, I
my
did
warding
that for my
flare.
level increase. So I did a hit die for my just a D6, which was a 5, and you
What's
rolled
my
7.
hit
I,
die?
I thought you did the same to see how many hit points you get for this level.
So I now have a spell DC of 14.
Nice.
Very nice.
I just realized something actually on level 6 because I'm a light cantrip. I've got that warding flare which imposes disadvantage when I'm attacked. I can now use that to help a buddy that's 30 feet from me.
Holy shit, that's nice.
I
That's
am
really
an actual tank. Not only
Holy
can I
shit.
take damage, I can spit it out too. Right.
That's awesome.
Everybody get behind me and read.
That's the plan anyway.
Don't get behind Reed because apparently he just goes down anyways. I mean,
No,
Oh, that's-
Reed. Remember those rings? I could cast.
yeah,
you
haven't
cast
yet. That's the
Warding
thing.
bond on you. I can cast warding bond on you.
1d10.
You know, catapult from the background,
Plus
fireballs and stuff,
Okay.
and I won't be killed by the bleed over from you getting hit. It's perfect.
Hockey, are we
Or it would be.
still doing roll or average, whatever's better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then that's going to be a 7 instead of a 6.
We
Okay. I'll give it that. I'm going to assume we're leaving off before we do a rest.
Yeah.
We can pick it up next time.
Okay.
As you wake up, we
Yeah.
can do a
Perfect.
rest while we're gone.
Well, that's what I was assuming.
I'm
By the
curious,
way-
the letters that me and Drattan got, are them actually written out, or is it just
I have
for us?
not written it out yet.
Okay.
But I can get that to you this weekend or next week or something, and you guys
Hey,
can.
man. Team Baby Legs reads the mail.
Let me check my calendar real. Okay, that's right. Every 2 weeks for hockey's game, right?
Mhm.
All right. Well, in that case, for everybody else, I've got an announcement. On the 14th, I'm flying out to Alaska, and I'm going to be working at a processing plant for the next four or 5 months. So this was my last game for a very long time.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
That's
boy.
cool. We'll be
Oh,
seeing you.
damn.
Yeah, that letter,
sure.
a bit of background is my stepfather. It's explanation why Edric disappears, why he dips out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm
Oh.
sure I'm probably going to leave that at the bar where my drink was, and I'm not going to be there when you guys wake up in the morning.
That's a shame.
Man, we were making up the Team Baby Legs, then you're gone.
I know.
I even made a great night of you telling people that you performed flatulent magic.
And what's even worse, I've had this hanging over my head all night because he told me earlier today. Man.
Oh, he did? Yeah.
I am so
What do you
sad.
mean he did?
now.
You did. You're the one who said
That's
it.
right. I talked to myself in third person by
You
mistake.
You specifically were the one who did it.
I know. Well, I told you because of your game. I'm still going to
No,
get
I
one
know.
more games. We fucking better. I'm going to be pissed off if things fall through.
Now,
again.
I'm going to try to fire off a Planet Mercenary in the next 7 days so you can get in on that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then
I want Mercenary, or at the very least, Walking one more time.
Oh no, we're something is going to happen. I don't know what it is, but something will happen. We just gotta all have to be here.
That's
What
good.
is Planet Mercenary?
If we're
Ooh.
doing that, are we going to just do the normal 5 party, or we're going to get somebody in to... Yeah.
Well, I'm down to get more people in.
Because you guys just lost a. Not
That's-
trying
that's
to
up to
toot
hockey.
Adrian's horn, but you did lose a lot of offensive power. So-
Dude, we lost the
healer.
one guy who makes sure we don't die, who also tosses fireballs like nobody's business.
Unfortunately, yes.
Are
I
you-
do have the
Are
reputation.
you guys talking about getting more people for this game or for your other game?
If you can talk
but
about
this
this
game-
game.
Yeah, this one. I mean,
Because Wizards
this one is
are-
just going down to 5. I mean, it's from 6 to 5.
Yeah. I mean,
I can,
it's still
I
an
can balance
oversized party.
encounters. I can balance encounters just
Well,
fine.
I
It's
think the
not that
thing
big of a
they're
deal.
concerned about is that we're losing a main healer and also a pretty good damage dealer to boot.
Sure.
So the
And it's
cleric is
not-
going down.
You
And it's
still
like-
have a druid and you have a paladin.
That's
though.
true. Absolutely
Yeah.
true.
And a bard. And a bard.
Yeah, and the bard. I mean,
I mean,
no
I
one
guess
trusts
I
the
could
bard.
toss more spells into healing.
No one
Kind of
trusts the
sad
bard.
though. Thanks.
Well,
Doesn't he have
okay.
the-
To be
Doesn't he have
fair,
the party funds?
to be fair, in the middle of a emergency, you told the cleric to admit fault due to a fart. So there may be a reason why people don't necessarily trust you with your spells and good logic.
Hey, he called me baby legs. All right, you don't call Dratan baby legs.
Which
I'm
is
willing
funny
to say
because
team
now
baby-
you are calling yourself part
No.
of Team Baby Legs.
Yeah, we're team baby legs because we're part of each other. But you're not calling Dratan personally baby legs. That ain't gonna fly.
Not anymore, no.
Oh man, I'm gonna miss you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
same here.
probably not a death sentence. I mean, I
Sure,
might
go
freeze to death or get shanked for drug money, but hey,
And-
I'll let you guys know in 4 months.
And you got to see if there's internet there. There may be internet there. You never know.
Not good enough for. There's over 400 people at that facility alone. They're not going to have public internet,
Ah, okay.
Mm.
and there's no way I'd be able to run it through my phone because, well, I did recently get an upgrade. I'm not going to have the data would just drain like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
Ah, fuck, man.
we'll figure something
That-
out.
Well, congrats for the opportunity, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hope you enjoy your time, man.
Yeah, it'll probably be great for the first month when it's slow because they're getting me in early, and then when it kicks into 125 work-hour weeks, I'll probably want to shoot myself in the head.
And
Understand that.
But I'm looking forward to this for about 3 months now.
Well, I mean,
You'll get through, man.
all the sessions will still be going up, so you're still going to see everything that happens.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no. If I can, I'm gonna find a way to. If there is a public Wi-Fi or there's something you can access for whatever, I'll try to download these and just listen to them, and see what adventures and misadventures you guys are getting on.
Yeah, we'll make sure you
I-
don't miss out. And
Yeah.
hopefully in 5 months, we're still going to be going, and you'll be joining back in at
Yeah,
level
suddenly.
18.
at
Oh,
the darkest hour,
Yes, exactly. We're going to be
motherfucker.
we're going to be at Helm's Deep, and all of us, it's going to be like we're going to be looking out across the landscape, dark bodies everywhere, that shadow son of a bitch up there directing everybody. And then all of a sudden, on the third day dawns, and up comes Edric throwing 70 fireballs into the valley, blowing everything up.
That's not a fireball. That is a fire wave.
So he's gonna wipe out everything. He'll be dressed in a white cloak. Behind him, a walking forest is gonna come and eat the shadow guy. It's gonna be amazing.
And on
Sounds
that
glorious
day,
as fuck.
I will shout, "You farted once inside of Falstad."
We weren't supposed to be Team Baby Legs, and you left me.
No, this one's gonna happen. So it'll be midnight on the third day, and all of a sudden, Reed's gonna start taking half damage. He's gonna go, "What the shit is going on right now?" And he's gonna just wade into a gigantic pile of people, and that's how they're gonna know Edric is coming.
He's around somewhere. Yeah,
He's arriving.
just.
He is here. You are doomed. He is here.
I am gonna miss you guys.
Oh,
So
we're gonna miss you
same
too,
here.
man.
all of like the dark guys and everything, they start getting those pop-ups in the left-hand corner. You cannot rest while enemies nearby.
You look around.
Start fretting.
What the hell? And they're just gonna hear just this. God damn it! I know they're around here somewhere.
Where are they hiding? I'm gonna shit on their feet.
It's gonna be like, I know Reed has to be here somewhere. I see that Marksman fell off his horse every 15 feet. What happened?
Oh. Sad days. Well, I hope you've enjoyed your stay for the time you have.
No, that's what's gonna
have.
happen. When he arrives, he's gonna be riding inexplicably the space horse,
Yep.
who I will
mean-
also be riding at the same time.
I mean, I wouldn't be against that, but again, that's a problem for another day. But
Yeah.
hockey, Great session as always. I'm glad I was finally able to get it on this.
Yeah, thanks, man.
It's been fun.
You
Hey,
got
if
to sit in. You got to sit in and hear the first actual song I sung.
You did just in time, man.